I'm very inspired by the ocean. The ocean's my life.
Courage is needed to ride the waves. For each one asks something different of us, our strength growing with every stroke. So when I need to remember courage in my own life and find the bravery to follow my dreams, I turn here, to the ones who speak the language of the ocean. My name is Chelsea Putnam, and as an artist living in an age of AI and mass production, I've been searching for the answer to one question: what's the point of making anything? I knew there must be a deeper purpose to creativity, beyond just the end product. So I set out to spend time with the people who devote their whole lives to their craft and find true fulfillment, each one revealing the hidden answer in doing what we love. These are their stories, and this is Made on Earth. My friend Noelani lives in Hawaii. She spends her days playing in the ocean, creating music and jewelry, and walking around with a smile on her face that says that she's figured something out. I've often found that for people who live their purpose, it didn't come easy, but rather through a series of courageous choices. So I went to stay with her, to understand what it takes to live a life of following your dreams.
My connection to the ocean started as a young girl. My grandfather would teach me how to swim in the ocean and play in the shore break and go snorkeling and feed the fish. There's a lot of prayers that I put into the ocean. She's always teaching me humility, joy, how to be more in the flow.
Drawing from her love for the sea, Noelani's jewelry designs resemble the beauty of nature and the ocean, her way of turning inspiration into creation.
When all the beads are super messy, I'm like, ooh, this, ooh, that, oh, that's cool together. It's like the designs come from the chaos, actually. I could be making jewelry for hours and not notice. Cute little guys, huh?
Yeah. Noelani's jewelry company has become the source of income that allows her to live her dreams. But at the beginning, it just started with an idea.
I started designing when I was in college. I just went to this little arts and crafts store, and somehow I ended up making a bunch of pairs of earrings for all my friends. And it was so much fun to see the process from start to finish. Oh, look at these guys. I would just sit in my room and make jewelry for hours instead of doing my homework. Even when I graduated from college in 2005, my father was like, okay, it's time to apply for jobs. And at that point, I was like, I think I'm gonna keep just making jewelry because people are placing a lot of orders and it's really fun and I'm starting to make some money. And my dad didn't believe in me. I remember that conversation. It turned into this lifetime career, and here I am. It's been 20 years since I started designing jewelry. So don't let anybody tell you not to do what you want to do. You can do anything.
Beyond just doing what she loves for a career, Noelani's eyes have a brightness in them, a glimmer of someone who listens to their inner voice.
We made a bangle.
But this inner brightness is no accident. Often the surfers who ride the biggest waves are the ones who have been knocked off their boards so many times, but kept getting back up and trying again. As Noelani worked to build her business making jewelry, her life took an unexpected turn, leaving her a single mom with a son to raise all on her own.
We got married because we were really young and I was pregnant. We thought it was the best thing to do, but we both weren't happy. The energy that we created together was like this dark cloud, and getting out of that dark cloud. At that point, I was happy that we got divorced, but I was also pretty freaked out that all of a sudden I had to pay for everything all by myself. I had this toddler to raise by myself. I think that there's always a paradox, like you can be in one vibration or you can choose to be in another vibration, and I'm always choosing to be in a higher vibration.
In moments of such uncertainty, most people give up their dreams. But for Noelani, she went all in.
I remember my friend gave me a deck of affirmation cards. My friend instructed me, just pick a card and say the affirmation. Even if you don't believe it, fake it till you make it. And I remember choosing a card that said, I am prosperous and the universe is abundant. And just repeating that. And all of a sudden my business just started to boom. I got featured on a Japanese TV show. I had this one wholesale client that was purchasing big orders. I had to hire people to work for me. And I was, in my mid-20s at this point. I had no idea what I was doing. And I was just so grateful that I was able to provide for myself and my son and provide beauty and adornments for people all over the world. Even though being a single mom has definitely been the hardest thing in my life, I think I figured out how to find the joy and the gratitude for all the blessings that I do have. Even if you're in a situation that's not beautiful, or maybe it's kind of a sticky, icky situation, just keep growing towards the light, and there's always going to be beauty and sweetness.
This is a woman who has learned how to ride the waves. But the thing about surfing is that you don't stop just because you got one good ride. And so today you can find Noelani riding a whole other wave of music, sharing her voice and her wisdom with the world.
I think we're all able to tap into the creative universal flow if we choose to be open and receptive. I think being out in nature is definitely the key to tapping into the universal wisdom that's always trying to connect with us. Nature's always inspiring, always giving me direction.
The ocean is both a beautiful and a bold place. It is full of both bliss and uncertainty. It both inspires and scares. But the true surfer, the true artist, is the one who makes beauty out of all of the waves.
I think I just wrote a song.
Ke ea o ka aina i ka pono.